Hey, good morning, y'all. What's up? Happy Monday. Starting out our week. I just wanted to hop on here and just be transparent with you guys. So, I've been sharing with you guys that I've been having a lot of problems with my children, like smoking weed, ditching, among other things. And it's become to a point to where I had to reach out to my daughter's father since her father is the only one that still have a little bit of contact with, but I had to go hunt him down too because we live in two different states. So my daughter did make it to go live with her dad, and but ever since the moment that I said I'm not gonna get on here and cry this morning, but ever since I knew like that she was on her way to him, it's been like a struggle with me because I haven't been with her dad since like 2013, and we don't have too much contact because we don't get along real well because of the way he is. Like, he's still in the streets tough and stuff like that. And um in the past, when I've let her go stay for the summer or stay for a couple months, or it doesn't end well, he's either went to jail, he leaves her with his girlfriend, his mama, whoever, you know what I mean? So I was really hesitant, but everybody keeps saying, like, this is what she needs. She needs a wake up call. She'll appreciate it. And while I agree with that, as a mother, you still don't want your children to be mistreated or, want for anything, things like that. So I'm struggling with that. And I was joking with my sister, like, I'm already in my head trying to think of ways to go get her back now. Like, and it's not hard because I have full custody. And that's the thing. Like, I've been raising her all these years. Her dad, pops in every couple years. But uh obviously I didn't do a good job because I'm having all these problems, and that's why I told him, like, I need your help. And it took a lot for me to even admit that I needed his help. You know, even though we don't get along, and I didn't want to admit to him that I needed his help because that's the first thing he said. Oh, you need my help now? Whoop de whoop whoop. Like, so yeah. I just hope that he's in a better space, and he's married now, so hopefully that helps. And I hope that he sees the help that his daughter needs, and he's not being petty still. And because in the past he would do stuff like not let me contact her, things like that. And that's why I ended up always going to get my daughter, because what you're not going to do is not let me talk to my baby, especially since I've been taking care of her whole life. But thank God she has her phone, and I'm hoping that I can be able to communicate with her just to make sure she's okay. But I just want to be transparent because, I've been tired and fed up and wanting her to go with her dad, and I'm such a sucker for my kids. Like, soon as I feel like they gonna be mistreated, I want to baby them again instead of teaching them a lesson. Like, one of my sons, if you've been watching my videos, you see that he had the police come to my house because I wouldn't let him take his clothes to go live with his girlfriend. To make a long story short, I did end up giving him his stuff because I didn't want him to be out there, worried about having jackets and clothes and stuff, even though I paid for everything. Cause I felt like if he wanna feel like he wanna be grown, go be grown. But long as you warm. So I think he made it probably about 4 or 5 days before he asked me to come back home. And I know this particular son, he uses everybody around him. And I knew that even though he said he was ready to follow my rules and, fix our relationship and things like that, I knew that I would be able to tell immediately if he was really sincere on what he was saying. And of course he wasn't. The next day he was already asking me to take him driving again. Um, to What did he ask me for? Can I unpause the Xbox so he could play like Delulu? That's what I'm saying. Like, he lives in Delulu land because you called the police on me. You had your girlfriend's mama call CPS on me, all in the same week, all in the same span. And then you just come back like you should have the same privileges. Like, no. And I took his twin brother with me to go do a job yesterday, And he for some reason thought that I should cut him in on the deal. Like, what, sir? Why would I cut you in on this? I informed both of y'all 2 weeks ago and offered both of y'all to go. You did all this nonsense, and you think I'm gonna cut you in on a job that I'm doing? No. So, that's what's going on with that. But even with them, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he did all that to me, and I still allowed him back in my house because, y'all, last week I was ready to go to jail. Like, I didn't care. I told the police they better take me now because I'm not letting them back in. They not gonna punk me into doing what they want to do. And I was so fired up because I'm so tired. And at this point, like, I'm willing to go sit down for a couple days or a week till I see the judge and let him know, or get bailed out, whichever one happens first. But I had to keep telling the officers, like, please don't threaten me with a good time right now, because three free meals, a free bed, and I get to catch up on reading. I love reading. So don't threaten me with a good time. I'll get a break and the peace that I've been praying for. And not to say that it's good to go to jail or nothing like that, but I've had times where I'd rather go to jail than deal with the stuff that my kids are doing. And only you would have to know me to fully understand what I mean. Like, it's so much that's going on in my household that, I haven't fully put on our podcast yet because of I want to protect my children. Like, there's some underlying issues that contribute to everything in little bits and pieces. But and that's just being a mother still. Like, even though I'm not talking to my two oldest sons, like, I'm mad at my younger kids, like, it doesn't matter. I still have to protect them, and I'm never going to do that to them or discuss something that's personal to them without their knowledge. I'm not going to do that. So I just want to say, like, as moms, like, sometimes we are suckers for our kids. Like, we too soft. We enable them. Like, I know I've enabled my children, especially my twins. Like, they couldn't even wash their hair by themselves till they was like 14. And that's because I did it for them all the time. I took them to the shop to get it done, or I braided their hair. They didn't even take down their braids. Like, I did it, or their big brother would help me if I was at work. So I take full responsibility for them being lazy and enabling them to continue to be lazy. Now, they will clean up here and there, but the way they clean up, I don't know if it's just boys or if it's just teenagers, because when I was a kid, I cleaned up good. I don't know what these new kids are doing. It's like they want to hurry up and get done so they can go back to what they doing. But I just want to tell you guys, like, mothers, like, we got to learn to stand on what we say. Don't feel bad and want to baby your kid or coddle them, because you're doing them a disservice by doing that. And I gotta stand on business, because if my daughter don't get a wake up call, things could be worse. I thank God that she not pregnant. So that's why I had her father intervene before it gets to that point, before she even starts doing any of that. But yeah, just stand on business and learn how to be tough with these kids, especially moms. Like, I know dads are soft too, but moms, like, we really have a problem with that. So you guys be productive this week. Remember what I said. I want you guys to do one thing this week for yourself. Doesn't have to be big. It could be something as small as taking a bubble bath and not being interrupted for 30 minutes. But do something for yourself. And you guys do your best to stay less stressed as you deal with all the trials and tribulations of parenting. And come check us out at Life of a Single Mom podcast on YouTube and Spotify.